All yours.
It's funny the word she's taking over. Hardly.
It's the divine feminine that's taking over.
I first of all want to tell you all how thrilled I am that you're here, because I really feel your family. I bump into you here and there as I move around, and we share different things, different events, different situations, but we're all family. And I love you. I can look at every one of you and say, I love you. And I think that it's so easy for me to say I love you because I love myself. And that's a new experience when I think of all the lifetimes I've lived. And it's so wonderful to be able to share these moments of growth with all of you, because in your silence I know that you're experiencing the same things. And that's just such a wonderful reminder of the process, you know. Occasionally I read something or I hear something and it reminds me of the process. Haven't we all gone through a process to get to where we are? Some of us it's taken years. Some of us it's just started. But there is a process, and the wonderful thing about a process is that it allows you a remembrance of your growth, so that when you speak to people who are just sort of stepping out of the muck and stepping into the light, it sort of gives you a picture of how long they've been on their journey, what has brought them to where they are that day, just by listening. We're really becoming good listeners, aren't we? I know I am. I love listening to people now because it's the story that has created and everything and brought us to this moment. In oneness, another's thoughts are really just important as your own. Your story is just as important as their story, because we've all been working to get Mother Earth into the energies that are really going to bring that healing and that love and that pristine condition again. And we're so fortunate, because as we do this, and we're thinking about Mother Earth, and we're thinking about all the wonders and all the things that we want to do to clean our air and to clean the bodies of water and to bring all relationships into just oneness. We ourselves have an experience of growth. And I don't know, I mean, there were times months ago when I would say, literally, is anything really happening? You know, is anything really happening? And so I think that's why I perhaps in those moments had a tendency to go towards desiring a time or a label to that time that I wanted things to happen. And then it all happened differently than I thought it was going to happen. I thought I had it down, you know. But there was so much of my old 3D that was sort of laced very delicately into the new. And sometimes when we jump into the newness of what we feel is just, whoa, so different from our norm, we think that's it. That's it. But what I'm finding is that it's not it. That even in releasing that first layer or two of labeling or being attached to time, there are still those moments, where you find it like muscle tissue sort of woven amongst the flesh. And it brings me back, and I think, oh, whoa, I've got so much more to do, This is endless, this release of the old, release of the old, release of the old. I was thinking about this talk today, and I came up with nothing. Even as I drove out here, I had nothing. And sister, I want to thank you so much for pulling the energies together. You totally allowed this to happen for me. I don't know what would have happened otherwise, so we won't even go there. This is wonderful. The energies in here are absolutely superb. All right. So in all of this reflection, I do reflection a lot. I talk to myself a lot. I suppose if I did it out loud, like in my car, if I had a car, in a car, people around me would probably think I was a little bit, whoa, she's talking to herself. She didn't even have a cell phone. I mean, this is really, way off. But I do talk to myself a lot. And what it does is I don't know, it's like a sounding, I hear myself talking and then it comes back to me and I think, oh, whoa, I certainly can let that go. Or, God, that's a thought, that's a good thought, that stimulates me, that takes me further, and I sort of file that. And I don't know, I do this all day. I do this all day. I often wonder if I'm not connecting with my mentor because, they say that now our mentors that have been assigned to us are starting to work with us. Am I about to hit you? Are starting to work with us. And so it's not like I've had someone introduce, I'm Sarah and I'm going to be your mentor and I'm working with you. No, but I'm starting to feel a presence when I start to get information. And I don't think it's Mother Mary I don't, it's different. It's not so much that information comes, but it's more like an energetic that comes. And in that energetic, there seems to be communication, but it's not information. It's not information. I can't... Anyhow. So I know we're all having these experiences that are hard to put into words because there's just so new. It's so new. My life is so new. We were talking in the car coming out here, and I think you can all reflect on this in your own lives. But there is not a moment in any one day now that is like any other moment ever for me anymore. And I've accepted it. In actual fact, because I've accepted it, and it's only recently that I've just been free-flowing in the moments, I am having so much fun, I can hardly stand it. And because I've allowed that doorway to open, my social agenda is like packed. And it's the most fun times I've had bonding and being with, I have to say, mostly with my female friends, but my God, girls, I love you guys. We are so strong, and the feminine energies are balancing out now between the masculine and the feminine. We're starting to join the two. We went way over into the goddess and the fairy energies, and I'm beginning to feel a more stabilized energy amongst the women. And I really like it because it's like a whole nother facet, a whole nother newness, a whole nother element to our grandness is starting to come into play. And we're getting very powerful, and it's just going to continue, and we're just going to keep it balanced. The divine. I've been thinking about the divine a lot. Because I keep thinking, what, everything is so easy now, All the old 3D stuff was really hard. I mean, we had rules and regulations, and we had ways that we had to do things and ways that we couldn't do things, and people that we had to Oh, Lord have mercy. There was so much to remember. There still is so much. And when you start to come into oneness, it all disappears. It's like everything's disappeared. And when you start to really hold and ground those higher frequencies, that fifth dimensional energy, it's not that you're holding on to energy, I mean like an electrical cord, and it's so gentle, it's so smooth, it's so, I don't know, it's like putting on a pair of warm slippers. You know, it's so comfortable. And there's something in all of us that recognize the feeling, not just the actions, but we recognize the feeling, and it feels so good. And we question, we look over our shoulder, oh boy, I wonder if it's going to feel that way the second time. And it does. And then you look over your shoulder and you think, is it going to work the third time? And it does. And when it starts to really stir, and it stirs so much happiness and so much grace, your life starts to change. Good things start to come in. Your reflection of your own love goes out and touches everyone and really changes their perspective in that moment. So we're gifting each other with these divine moments. That's what we're doing. When we meet each other, we talk on the phone, we text. We're giving our energies in such a divine, unconditional way of just wanting to connect. It's not the yada yada. It's not the yada yada, guys. It's not Athena's going to be speaking today. No, that's not it. If I am important enough to bring the people together, then that's it. It's just us coming together. It's just the energy flow. The yada yada is just entertainment. So while we sit here and we do the magic that we do, that's what it's all about. A lot of people come to me and they say, oh, when are you doing your next thing? I don't do things. And I don't do things just because I want to do things. I don't. You don't. You don't do things that you don't want to do, so why should I? I am in service. I am in service. That's it. I am in service. I don't give talks. I don't facilitate. I'm in service. It's so easy. And when I'm told to do something, or it's suggested that I do something, it's like, okay, so they're asking me to do something, so it's up to them to tell me exactly what I need to do, how I need to do it, and what is supposed to be said. I do not want to work at this. This is not my request. I don't know what's needed down here. I'm mucking around trying to get out of the mud just like all of you. You know? And that's what I'm saying. We're family. We're all experiencing this wonderful opportunity that's taking place on this planet now. So I don't need to know you 3 months from now. I need to know you now. I need to have all of you in my life now. Because I don't know when I'm going to need you. And I go back to the April 4th event with Mary that we did here. And when we first came up with the plan and the idea, and people said, no. First of all, you can't have reservations. People won't do that. Then they said, Well, Mary said, well, everybody needs to share this event. Send it out. And people said, no, that's their list. And they have their own list. And they won't share their list. And Mary, she just couldn't get over it. So that's part of recognizing the family of light. We don't have personal lives. We don't have personal lists. We don't have ownership. We are free to give unconditionally, knowing that as we give, there's going to be more and more opportunities within that gifting. I will tell all of you now, and some of you I may be meeting for the first time today, but I certainly, if you're sitting in this group, I certainly recognize you as the family. You all can call me day or night. Day or night. And if I can be of help, even getting out of my bed and doing something for you, I will. I will. I will. I don't care. Sometimes I've seen someone knocking on my back door. And I go to the back door and I open it and I see someone that I don't know and someone who looks like probably I might not choose to know. And I invite them in. And I ask them if they'd like a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. And they sit down at my dining room table. And I just ask them, what's their story? What do you have to share with me? I see this over and over happening. It's never happened. But I keep waiting for someone to knock on my back door some night. And as this replays over and over, I ask myself, why in the world is this playing over and over? And I think it's getting me to the point that I can look at my heart and I can really be honest with myself and say, how comfortable would I really feel? And when the vision first started, I didn't feel very comfortable bringing sort of something funky into my house. But the vision's been going on, and the feeling's been moving me and moving me and moving me, and I'm almost about to go out and get somebody off the street and just invite them in. Because I think the experience would be so special. Just so special. There's often people at Thanksgiving that will invite a stranger in to join their family gathering for Thanksgiving. So I suppose it would be something like that. But anyhow. So I know there's a lot of different tests, a lot of different ways the masters are working with us to bring us into that unity, into that oneness, into that all that we can be, cracking those old ways, bringing us into the heart, allowing us to expand that love and light, just more and more, just stepping away and just allowing the new. You know, we step into the new thinking that there are certain things with the old that we have to hold on to. But what I'm finding is when you test it and you let them go, something of the light fills its void. Mm-hmm. And it's something normally that you didn't even know really existed. So I don't find there's any lack anymore. I think what we're doing is we're releasing the old and we're just pulling in the new. It's like emptying a glass and then watching it fill, and then emptying a glass and watching it fill. And each time it fills, it just gets better and better and better until you want a gallon of that stuff. I was starting to say earlier that I was thinking about what I could do each day besides everything, to put me right with Source. I mean, really fast. And I thought of the word divine. Divine. Divine is perfect. Divine can't be changed. Divine can never be marred. Divine is holy, sacred. Divine is the creative source. So I thought, divine, okay. So, do I just see myself as divine? And I thought, well, that may be part of it. And then I thought, do I see creation as a whole as divine? Yeah, sure. And so then I start thinking of nature, and I start thinking of all the things that are created on this world for us to enjoy. Us. Our five senses. Water, waterfalls, the colors, the tweeting of the birds, tasting of the berries. All of these wonderful ways of connecting with the divine. And the divine, connecting with the divine, that takes seconds. I want to connect to the divine. That's it, my intention. I'm there. And then I was thinking, okay, but on top of all of that, I've got meditation. I can go within and connect with the divine. I can do my intentions. That will connect me to the divine, so should I intend. I was thinking of decrees. All the different decrees that we can do that will connect us to the divine. So connecting to the divine is really connecting directly to Source. And we don't need anybody. We don't really need anything. We are that divine, creative, divine source of everything. Of unconditional love, of thought, of emotion, of expression. So we are walking divine beings of light. That's incredible for me to think. It's so clear. It's so simple. There isn't anything complicated. You don't have to read the Bible 3 times. We're just divine. Now, so what comes with that? If we're divine, is there anybody here that does not think that they're not divine? Oh, I'm so glad. So, if we're divine, then aren't we creators?
Yes.
All right. And if we're creators and we're clear with what we wish to create, then are we not creating in each moment? Even through thought? Even if we don't take action, our thoughts create. So we're really creators. We're creators on top of creators on top of creators, because we can do it in action, we can do it in thoughts, we can do it in expression, we can do it in writing. Aren't we great? I mean, really and truly, we have a lot going for us. Wonderful, wonderful toolkits. These are getting smaller now. They're packs. You know, just things that we carry around with us on our belts. I have a happiness within me, and I have no idea where it's coming from. But it's constant. It's just a happiness. It doesn't pay my bills. It doesn't take the dogs, let the dogs out. But I feel very happy. And whatever is bringing this on, I hope it doesn't stop, because I can share this with everyone. I'm so happy. I know I have to radiate, because I just, is that the right word, radiate, or radiate? Because I feel it leaving me. I feel the energies of my happiness. I feel it out here. So I know it's got to be able to touch people. And there's no reason for it, so there isn't anything to do but enjoy it. And we each have these moments when we're in this space, and it's just bathe in the glory of recognizing the beauty that you're in and that you are and that you're experiencing. You know? Don't just see it when you look in the mirror. You say, "Whew, I don't look too bad today." Just know that you're the reflection 24/7. You're the reflection. You're the reflection of your thoughts, your expression, your desires, your compassion. And you can let it all out of the box at once. It's a real experience. You know, it's a real experience to let them all out of the box. No, don't wait just for special moments and, you know. My connection to animals has also gotten very big. I can hardly, I hate it, but I can hardly pass a dog or a cat without stopping to just love on it and receive. And I'm learning that even like when my cat jumps up on me and lies on me, I mean lies on me, it's just like, thank you, you know. And I won't move. My husband will be calling me and I don't move, and he'll come into my room and say, "Did you hear me calling you?" I said, "Yes, but I can't move." And he says, "Oh my God." Out he goes. Just those moments are so special, you know, because once it's off your lap, you don't know when it's going to come back on your lap. So you've got to take those moments and just let everything else be put on hold. I want to be loved a little bit here. One thing the masters have been sharing with me, I'll share it with you. We need to be cautious of this. Because they feel that things are about to change dramatically in a very short period of time, where everything that we normally feel comfortable with within our daily lives is going to stop. And great newness is going to come for everything. So it's not like there's going to be big lacks of. It's going to be very different of. Almost everything coming to you with a little book of instructions. Or that's how it's going to feel. The Lightworkers, and this is a perfect example of what they're referring to, who are awake. You are awake. They need to be very, very careful that they're not hesitating in stepping into their full role of awakened being, because they're still questioning the fullness of who they are and their empowerments by constantly going to other people with the idea that you're going to learn more. Now, as I say that, my first question to them was, but aren't we all still growing? Because it's infinite. All right. And this is what they said to me. It is all right to take in information, but they must go to the workshops, to the retreats, to the discussions knowing they are totally equal to the person facilitating. Do not go to things because you think you're going to learn more than what you already have within you. Because it's holding some of the light workers back from stepping into their full empowerment, because they're always looking over their shoulders for something that they might have missed. So be careful, because we're really at a pivotal time right now where we can really move into full mastery. And part of that full mastery is moving into that total oneness. Oneness. You know, that's a very small word for a big thing. Oneness, very small world. Very huge, all-encompassing meaning, experience, recognition, understanding. Huge. Because you're not just oneness with your friends. You're oneness with everyone and everything. And the reason we need to throw so much love out to all those people is because the way they are living their life is affecting the whole. And we have no way of getting to those people. They live a totally different life. But we can throw our love out and start to change the environment in all of those people's lives without them even knowing we're doing it. And we have permission from their higher souls because we're working with totally unconditional divine love. We don't want anything back. We don't even want to know, does it change their life? We have to start loving everyone in some way, shape, or form. I put a bulldozer thing on the front of, when I had my car, I used to put a bulldozer thing in front of my car, just in my head. And then I would have different colored lights. I would say, all right, now for this stretch of the highway, I'm going to put violet. And then I'd have violets going out like this on both sides of my car, so as people pass me, I knew they were going into this transmuting light. And then I changed it to pink. And I had a pink light out. And everyone that went through the pink light, they had to have love. They just received love. And then green, and green were healing. Everybody that went through the green. You know, I play games. It's really fun to play games because it makes you feel good. It's like pulling out the child within while you're driving, just having some fun with the people. This is all about having fun right now. It really is. And I just know personally that we can have fun every single moment of every single day because we are creator gods. We are divine beings of love and light. We are the conscious, awakened souls. And that's not serious anymore. Because we've been living it long enough to know. We've worked with it long enough to know that the seriousness of it, we've gone through that. We've gone through that. We've cleared. We've taken our past. We've healed our parents. We've forgiven everybody who beat us and tortured us as children. It's that old. And now we can play. We can play with the newness that we are and really, really let go of just those old creepy things that sometimes our memories go back to. And when those memories come back, we just say, no, 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 no. That's gone. That's way back there. Have fun. Create your days. If you want to see beauty in your life, then when you get up in the morning, just state it. And then when you are in a state of seeing beauty, recognize it. Wow, what a day today is going to be, you know? And then allow yourself to go into that. If that is the beauty that you're getting stimulated with, then allow yourself to find time for a walk. Use your animals as an excuse to go for a walk. You know? We've got to slow down. We've got to really slow our third dimensional social structure way down. For so many reasons. First of all, if we keep busy like this, that's all 3D. We're programmed to be very busy, to always be thinking, to always be creating, to do. And we have so many sections that need to be done. We have our social relationships, we have our food and our social eating structure, we have our parties, we have, our work, we have all these structured things that we spend so much time with. And we need to sort of flip that a little bit so that, yeah, we still take care of our responsibilities, but we're really living up here. We're really living in that wonderful, divine, unconditional happiness and joy of knowing that we really are not a part of this. But we have to do it. But we're not a part of it. So it's like running on parallel tracks. Not jumping back and forth, but just parallel tracks. And the tracks are so close that we can almost bring the divine into the old. And even as we do that, we're going to transmute, we're going to change, we're going to transcend the energies. Energies. I know they keep on with me about energies, but I'm starting to see everything in energy. And it definitely does change your perspective of your life, to see everything in energy. Even people, to feel their energies, to see them in energy is so much more real, and you don't have to use all your different senses and dissect them and everything to just get it. It's just get it. And the thing that's so wonderful about that type of recognition now for all of us is as we face the people or the situation and they're continuing to do their thing, you have the instant knowing what you can do to help them. It's so instant. And it's so clear. It's not like you have to doubt yourself. It's just so clear and so simple and such a divine message. It's nice to know how you can help people. It's nice to know how you can help situations. It's nice to know how you can watch an energy matrix, which is very confusing and feeling, and you can change it. You can change the energy just with your mind in that moment. You see two friends going at it, you can just sit back and just shower them in love. It'll make a difference. It'll make a difference. We're very magical. We're very, very magical. Divine, but magical as well. I'd sort of like to open the floor up to I don't know what, but to anything. I don't even know how long I've been talking. I don't know how long I'm supposed to talk.
Till 5 till 12, and it's
11:11.
11.
11. How perfect. So I'm supposed to talk another hour?
50 minutes.
50 minutes more? Huh? They just asked if Mary could come in and share.
Just walked up.
Well, dearest ones, it is very difficult for me to be called forth and not come. And as I sit in your energy field, I can say to you that what I feel is love. I feel love. So, if I am in this experience of feeling love, and that would be the easiest for me indeed to talk on. But what do you not know of love? You see, just to come speak is not a good reason to come anymore. Because you hold everything, dearest ones. You have everything. You hold the essence of the purest love. You were created in that love. You do not need to go out and find it. You have it. You have it in every cell of your body. Love. Yet you run to find it outside of self. Why? Why? When it's so close. So divine, so close. Pure love has no facets. Pure love is just that, and can be nothing more or less than just that, because it is divine. Think, you were created in divine love. You are made up of divine love. How long have you seen yourself and accepted yourself as divine love? Because that's what you need to do. And in doing that, you are going to put divine love into every single thing you do. Every word you speak will be divine love. Every action, whether it's stirring sugar into a cup of coffee, will be a divine action. Because you will see yourself as divine love. So everything you do will come from divine love. And you will not have to work at this. You are it. Can you see yourself as divine love? Can you see yourself as divine love? Puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Just the thought feels so good. If seeing yourself always lit up like a glow stick, like a candle, then do that to help you. See yourself just totally like a glow stick, just lit up, green, purple, whatever. And let that be the stepping stone to capturing that understanding. Because that is what you are. You may walk around in the rain. You may walk around on a cloudy day, but there is nothing cloudy about any of you at any given time. Could you be divine beings and not be connected to Source? No. Think about that also. If you truly understand that you are a divine being, then you have total connection, direct connection, GPS, right to Source. You must start to remember how grand you are. Not with ego, but just the pure sense of knowing who you are, what you're made of, where you're from, why you're here. How we couldn't be doing this upon this planet. The ascension process could not be taking place if it were not for you. If it were not for you. You are the conductors. You are the way showers now. You could refer to yourself as star seeds, but that's quite an antiquated arena for you now. You were star seeds way back when. During the harmonic conversions, perhaps you were star seeds. And now you're way showers. If you were going to have someone show you the way, would you not want them to know the way? So you're the way showers. Are you ready to show the way? Think about that. Think about that. You are the way showers. If you were totally ignorant to everything that has been going on to do with the light upon this planet, and your whole world collapsed, what kind of questions would you ask the way showers? Think about it. Because it's going to get really 3D. 3D is going to hit this planet so hard because there's going to be no place for it to go. It won't make sense anymore. All their thoughts, their dreams, their summer vacations, their colleges for their children, the special funds that they have all put away, it's for nothing. For nothing. How are you, as way showers, in a position to help these when they come to you? How do you answer their questions? How do you reassure them that this is correct and the old needed to go when they held on to the old as being real? You see, these are the things that you need to consider. And this is why we on the higher dimensions keep saying to you, are you ready? It's not that you are not ready in your own experience. We feel that you are very grounded in your own evolution. But you're not down here solely for yourself. You're down here and you volunteered to help bring your brothers and sisters home. Now, they have free will, so there will be many who choose not to go home. And that will be all right. They will also be taken care of. Sources. You have a lot to learn from Source when it comes to love. So all will be taken care of. You will not have time to learn anymore when everything flips. It'll be over. You'll be in all-knowingness. You'll be fully conscious. And you will be on this planet for Gaia and for those who are going to be given the opportunity of great growth. Not for self. Your experience of wonderment will come in your service to others. You will gain great assurance of who you are as you work with others, because you will see them start to transform right before your eyes. And there will be no doubt of your great, great service to Gaia. One of the things that is very clear for Athena, as she is doing her work this time, is that she is only doing it to help her brothers and sisters have an easier passage home. Otherwise, she doesn't want to do it. And sometimes that makes it difficult for us, because we have to be very clear on why we need anything that we request of her. And we're never ever quite sure whether she's going to agree. Many of you have lived timelines where you've been very isolated yourself for personal growth, and a lot of you are going to start to see that that is going to change. You're going to start to get more social. You're going to think of wonderful, fun ways of bringing family together for picnics and fun ideas. It's not going to be so geared around workshops and conferences and the likes of that. It's going to be coming together to play, coming together to have fun. Coming together, let's just get together today. Let's see what happens. Let's let it unfold. That's what it's about now, because it will start the gears to get you out where you feel comfortable, but in getting out, you will start to do your work. Without you even thinking you're doing work, you will start to do your work. You'll be out on a walk, you'll see something, you'll stop, you'll comment, you'll pat the dog, they'll think you're absolutely divine, and they'll be uplifted, and off you go on to continue to your walk. It's going to be those type of moments that actually do the most. So get out there and shine your light, dearest ones. Get out there and share your love. Get out there and smile your contentment everywhere. Don't allow yourself to be chewed up with little situations of the 3D emotional stuff. Do not allow it. Be strong enough to say, okay, this is the situation. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. What do we need to do to finish this? And it's usually communication. When you are in a state of grinding a little bit, the 3D world, all right? You need just to sit back and just really look at it and say, I hate this. I hate the fact that I'm not communicating. I hate the fact that I feel like this. I hate the fact that this is all over something so stupid. And then become that innocent child. Just go to whatever situation it is and just laugh and say, hey, this has got to be over. This doesn't work. Doesn't feel good. Don't want to do this anymore. I want to laugh. I want to play. I want to have fun. I want to be in oneness with everyone. I want to be in oneness with everyone. And then allow. Just give it the space. It just needs the space. If you fill all your spaces, well, get simple. Get simple. Look at your lives. See what you're really busy with. So that when those moments come up and you say, oh wow, I wish I really didn't have to do that. Those are the things to look at. Those are the things to start cutting back on. Just cut back. Don't say no. It's not a no. It's just, I don't know. Maybe not right now. Later. There's always later. Maybe later. When you're intuitively guided, follow it. When you're intuitively guided, whether it's to call someone, connect with someone, take someone to lunch, buy yourself a ice cream cone. Whatever you're intuitively told to do it because it feeds the soul. See? You've got so many parts to you. You've got the child inside. You've got your soul. You've got your spirit. So wind them up. Get them going. Enjoy. Just enjoy. Don't find excuse. Want an ice cream cone? Oh, I'd love. Oh, but I can't. I can't. I promised I'd be good this week. I was bad last week and I ate pancakes. So this week I'll be good. That's not the way to live anymore. It's in the moment. In the moment. Want an ice cream cone? Get an ice cream cone. Don't think about weight, because what are you going to do? You're going to attract weight because you're putting your mind on weight. So the weight's going to come. This world just loves you so much, it just gives you every single thing you just focus on. So eat your ice cream and don't think about weight. There's going to be so much change in all of you so quickly. It's interesting for me to sit here with you as you are in this moment. Now, you don't know where you're going, but we do. We give you little teeny tiny windows. But this isn't teeny and tiny that's coming. This is enormous, huge, overpowering, totally changing. I hope you like to smile a lot. You'll be smiling a lot. You won't need facelifts anymore because these muscles will be so used with smiles. Don't expect any moment to be like another moment. No moment like any other moment. Everything new. And worry. If you don't have a great deal of newness in your life, you better look at something that's going on in your life, because right at this moment there should be nothing but newness every single moment of every single day. Even surprising yourself what comes out of your mouth. You know, you open your mouth to speak to someone and all of a sudden you're saying things and you're thinking, oh my God, where did that come from? I kind of liked hearing that. I didn't know I was capable of doing that. Tie yourself up in like a little present each day and just keep giving your present to everyone. Smile a lot. Smiles go a long ways to invite things into your life. Just a smile. I'd like to give you a gift before I leave. So, of course, my gifts are best in energy form, so I'm going to start by asking everyone to hold hands, if that's possible. I think everyone is close enough. All right. Now, I'm not going to charge my hands as yet. I'm going to bring an energy field over this entire group. Here we go. All right, we're first going to... All right, Germaine's here. We're going to bring the violet light over all of you. And you're going to see it like a dome. A dome. And the edges of the dome are going to go behind your chairs. And the dome is going to start raining down upon you. Violet. Transmuting. Transmuting. So anything that's not quite up to par, we're just going to transmute so that when you walk out of here, you're going to be pure, clear, and more radiant. So, there you've got the blessings of Germaine. So be it. All right, now we're going to change. And we're going to make the dome emerald green. And we're going to ask Hilarion to step forward as the Shohan of this wondrous ray. And we're just going to clean your auric field. We're not going to do a deep body cleanse. We're just going to create a cleanliness around your auric fields so that you shine a little brighter. All right. Hold this vision, guys. You've got to create this with me. All right, there we go. All right. All right. Breathe that in. All right. Now we're going to go to my favorite color. We're going to go to a pink, soft pink, like a baby pink. Bring it in. See the dome. Very gentle energy. Very, very different. Very gentle, soft. Feel it coming down over you. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. All right. Now both of my hands are charged. I'm going to bring the energies down through me. Unconditional love and light. And it's going around the circle right now. Now it's going to go in through the upper half of your body, and as you feel the energies coming, those on the far side, it hasn't reached you yet. When you start to feel it, just breathe it in and start to expand it to the top of your head and to the bottom of your feet. And then hold that. Okay, now we're reaching around to the other side of the room. Okay, everybody now, we have a full circle of pink, radiant, white light. Pink, radiant, white light. Now, see this light going into all cells of your body, down to the cellular, atomic structure, all the way to your bones. Allow the healing process to take place. Connect to your star matter and allow that star matter to be lit. All right, dearest ones, so be it. It is done. You will hold these energies. If they should disperse at all, it is only because your body is allowing it. I would say to cap it. Cap it. Just cap it. Put a cap, screw it on. Top of the head. Keep these energies in. Allow them to do their thing. You'll feel an expansion of your heart. That may not come until later this afternoon. You'll feel an expansion of heart, and you'll feel a better connection, a more fuller connection to the oneness of all that is. And so be it.
So be it.
I am totally, always in your divine grace. I am always there for you, as indeed I know you are there for me. The greatest love that I have for all, and I touch each of you with the purest sense of who we are. Adonai.
Adonai.
Oh, one other thing that I wanted to do, if I have just a few more minutes. I'm not sure I could stand up yet, so hold on just a minute. I came across something on the internet to do with unity consciousness. It's a decree, and it's a very simple decree, but I think if we said this decree 3 times, I think this would just be wondrous. I only printed out 15 of these, so I'm going to have to ask you all, maybe 2 of you, to share it. Okay.
Let somebody else pass it out.
I really would like that.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure I could do it. Yeah, just yeah. And water.
Wait, that one? Oh, I've got. Oh, here's your water.
Here's my water.
Do you want some more? Here. You got it.
Oh, I need one. Okay, sure. I think there's 15, so I think for 2 people there's enough for everybody. I'm sorry I didn't pass these out sooner. I almost forgot.
You share with her.
I always think that unity consciousness is part of oneness. Does that make sense? Does that resonate with you guys? Unity consciousness is like oneness? I don't know whether that's right or not. I think it sounds right. Feels right. Okay, now down at the very bottom there's just 4 little lines, and I think if we just say this slowly 3 times, but I think in reading it you see the power in it, and so this would be a nice way to close everything up as we've been talking about oneness. All right, here we go. With my free will,
I choose to blend all polarities into unity so that I can release all illusions of separation.
All right, second time.
With my free will, I choose to blend all polarities into unity so that I can release all illusions of separation.
Now, this time when we say it, I want everyone to really think about what we're intending and what we're calling for.
With my free will, I choose to blend all polarities into unity so that I can release all illusions of separation.
So be it.
So be it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you all for allowing me.
We're going to have a discussion about where to eat.